We play.
We fight.
We conquer.
Welcome to the Freak Show. I am your host, BUMPY-MCSQUIGUMS. I want to thank you guys for stopping in as I take a first look at Death End Request 2. This is going to be part of a first look mini-series, I suppose. And it is by Idea Factory and Compile Heart, and it's due out on August 18th, 2020. Available both on Steam and on the PlayStation 4. That being said, a big shout out and a thank you to Idea Factory and Compile Heart for sending this my way. And they send me most of their catalog. Now, this is a game that is a bit, we'll say, adult-oriented. Not, well, maybe that too, but it's quite graphic, quite grotesque. It is quite disturbing, for lack of a better term. In fact, I've already watched kind of the opening sequence, and I am going to paraphrase it after the opening video plays. And that way you guys can kind of understand what's going on, and I will try to take out as much of the horribleness as I can. Again, there's definitely an age restriction to this game, so be aware of that going in. You guys should already know. Just want to, let you guys know up front, and of course on the channel I'm going to keep stuff as safe as possible, so you don't have to worry too much there. But it's going to be probably a 2 to 3 episode mini-series. We're going to get into the storyline a little bit to explain kind of what's going on. And then again, once we get out of the storyline, we get a little bit of the gameplay and stuff to see how the game plays. That way, if you're interested in it, you can play it. Anyway, let's hop in, let's watch that opening cinematic, and then we'll go from there.
Self-defense.
Well, yeah, so remember when I said at the start of this that the thing is adult-themed, adult-oriented, quite graphic? Yeah, so we kind of just, for the sake of the channel, we just kind of skipped the opening sequence. Essentially, there's two sisters, one younger, one older, mother and a father. Family split, mother and father hated each other. Father was drunk, had the older sister. Mother took the younger sister, moved off. The younger sister had a good, warm, loving life. Older sister did not. Father was super angry, mean, beat her. I assume possibly did other things. It was implied. And then was going to kill her. Told her that she was terrible, other phrasings, and that her mother was terrible. And of course, the daughters coming from the mother were terrible. And he went to murder her, but she went crazy, grabbed the hatchet, murdered him, and here we are. So, gonna kind of clean it up a little bit. Like I said, adult-themed game. Make sure, if you are to check this out, that you're of appropriate age and everything else. It was a bit much. It was a bit much. But, let's continue. Self-defense.
Days after the incident, I was alone. No one else around to care for me. I was dehydrated, on the verge of death. If not for the social worker who discovered me, I would have died.
Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. I'm sorry, guys. I am trying to figure out how to auto-advance stuff. I'm sorry. Let's see.
It seemed one of my poor neighbors heard my desperate screams and reported it to the authorities. Only then was I found. Although there was no denying I killed my father. Based on the circumstances, the court saw what I did as an act of self-defense. I was ordered to undergo counseling for 3 months. Afterwards, I was dismissed from the facility, absolved of my sins.
Okay. Well, I guess there is no
Not that
auto
it made the
advance, or there is,
consequences
and I
any
don't know where it
easier.
is.
That man's
There it
final
is. Found
moments
it.
will haunt me forever.
Right bumper.
When I
or
close
R1.
my eyes, I relive the moment. I pray every day for his ghost to leave me.
Alright, so from the 1st of January to the 2nd of January, we go.
The air was thick with fog, making it difficult to see anything from a distance in this old town. I sat in the back of the black town car, which was stopped in front of a tall, pearly building in the center of town. Surrounding the town was a lush smattering of trees and a vast lake. I felt a warm breeze brush against my cheek as I exited the car.
So where is she
If
heading
I squinted
to?
hard enough, I could make out mountains standing atop the horizon to the north of town. It was misty here year-round.
Kind of missed where she was being
Something
shipped off to.
Glacier is cursed. Could be the eternal mist. Or it could be the creepy aura permeating throughout.
This may seem like a silly question, but for the sake of formality, I'll ask. Are you Mai Toyama?
That's right. I am Mai Toyama.
Okay, verified. Mai, from today on, Wordsworth will be your new home.
Oh, this is like
What
an
happened
orphanage?
with your father? I mean, that man was a terrible incident. You did nothing wrong, so please don't worry. Mai, you're so strong. You did what you had to. You're allowed to be happy.
She looks
Thank
happy.
you.
Now, let's head inside. Headmistress Midra awaits you.
So it's like an orphanage? Is this like a school? What is this?
Welcome, Mai. I am Midra, headmistress to Wordsworth, the all-girls dormitory.
Okay.
Hello.
All-girls dormitory?
Personally, I find orphanage to be an unsavory signifier.
Double off.
Our institution prides itself as an academy and a dorm together. There is no distinction between students with or without family.
There you go.
Indeed. Point well taken. Midra, as I mentioned to you before, this girl here has had something of a tough year. She's moving on well, and she's honest.
Why didn't
Let's
she?
be sure to give her a big Wordsworth welcome and celebrate her enrollment.
Why didn't she go move in with her mother? I don't.
Welcome, Mai. We've had many girls like you overcome their childhoods by working hard and supporting one another in harmony. Trust in our staff. Invest in yourself. Find your wings, little butterfly, and soon you'll take flight in this world on your own.
It's possible I missed some stuff, guys. So I apologize. I'll ask questions later on.
Women who triumph over all odds are the ones who make a difference. I have many high hopes for you, Mai.
She's tall, almost intimidating at first glance. I suppose it works to her advantage, given that she's the headmistress.
In any case, for what reason did you choose our remote town and our esteemed dorm to further your education?
I was the one who reached out to her after Mai requested to come here.
I stepped forward, making sure to lock eyes with Midra as I answered her question.
Because I heard Sanae was here. Please, let me see her.
Ah.
Sanae.
She's my little sister. She's here, right? Let me see her.
Uh-oh.
Mai, no. Please, calm down.
Hurry, what are you doing? I'm telling you to take me to her!
Mai? Okay, Mai. Calm down. Take a deep breath. When Mai's parents divorced, they decided the following. That Mai's father would take Mai, and that her mother would take Sanae. The two girls lived apart since the split. Because of her father's passing, we attempted to locate her mother to see if Mai could be reunited with her family. After some investigation, we learned that her mother had passed as well.
Ah, see? I told you I should have just waited.
It was her mother's wish for Sanae to be sent to Wordsworth, or so it says on her dossier, which explains why Mai, too, had requested to be transferred here.
Poor girl. God has presented you with such fearsome challenges because he knew you were tenacious enough to overcome them.
Huh?
There must be some mix-up with your documents. Sanae Toyama does not exist in our records. She never has.
What?
Calm yourself, Mai. It is unladylike to let yourself become flustered. No doubt your travels have been long. Go on to your room and rest. We will assess the situation with Sanae tomorrow.
Please, I assure you that I will assist her in reviewing our records once more.
Hello there! Ma'am, I'll be the one to carry your bags. Oh, salutations, Mai. Allow me to introduce myself as the head maid, here to help everyone in our dorm.
The head maid.
My name is Head Maid Shizu. Shizu Melonis. Nice to meet you.
Sure.
Uh-huh. Sure, why not? An upbeat servant appeared, interrupting our conversation to escort me to my room. I ascended the staircase to the second floor, which led me to a long hallway. My room was at the very end of the hall. Strange that there's
I'm tired.
a few lines that aren't voiced. It's fine. I dropped my things on the floor and without changing out of my clothes, collapsed onto my bed. The window rattled from a forceful draft. The worst of winter was yet to come. At least I had a roof over my head and a bed. I pulled my phone out from my pocket and opened up my mail app. The last email I received from Sanae came over a year ago. I thought there were texts. It's fine. Sister, Barbas is watching. Don't believe all that you see. Sister, Barbas is coming. That was it. I hadn't gotten another message from her since.
Sanae.
There is no way that she's not here. The social worker confirmed it herself. Her residency was also noted in this country's records. Supposedly, Sanae enrolled at Wordsworth 1 year ago. The headmistress and the maid seem to be hiding something. I need to do some investigating.
It's been so long since I could cherish being alone.
Okay. I wanted to bask in this serenity as my fatigue started to catch up to me. I sank into the bed and fell asleep. Then came the orcish horde. No, I'm kidding.
Whoa! Who's this?
She snores very loudly.
Oh, that's the girl Mama told me about. The new girl. She's a cutie. I'm lucky to be her new roommate. Oh, she's knocked out. I'd feel bad waking her. I'll let her sleep.
Uh-huh. Few things are worse than the feeling of someone staring at you. The chilly sensation came over me the moment I stepped inside Wordsworth. It seeped into my skin. I hadn't noticed anyone staring, just an intuition. After I awoke, the feeling had left me. Well, time is moving right along, isn't it?
Where am I?
The all-girls dormitory, Wordsworth. I was led to my room before falling fast asleep, and it had been several days since I had any rest. I peered outside the window, and the fog still peered back at me. This time, though, the sun eked through the clouds over the town. I scratched my butt. I had no intention of carrying on this facade of being a lady, much to the chagrin of Wordsworth. Sure. Yeah, nope, why not?
Whatever.
When I glanced down at the side table, I found a note waiting for me. It seems someone visited while I slept. Good morning, beloved roomie. You were dead asleep, so I didn't want to wake you. Breakfast starts at 9 in the cafeteria, so I'll see you there. L. Strain. Divine blessings. Weird.
I have a roommate? Just great. What's L. Strain mean? What is it? A prayer?
It was only 8 a.m. Still early.
I'm going to search for hints about Sanae's whereabouts. Guess I could explore the dorm until breakfast.
Fair enough. Ooh, midday. At this time of day, you can talk to students in the Wordsworth Women's Dormitory. That's so hard for me to say. I don't know why. I always want to go Woodsworth. It just makes better sense in my mind, but it's fine. Wordsworth. Choose a location on the map and interact with the dormitory students. The interactions you have may affect the outcome of the story. Alright, so this might end up being like a 2-part miniseries, or maybe even a 3-part. So I want to get into some of the gameplay, but I know it's going to be pretty story heavy, and I don't want to go too far ahead to get you guys lost. I want you to basically kind of be a lead up to the game, and you go, okay, I kind of understand what the game has to offer, and I understand what's going on. So, like I said, we're going to play through a little bit more, and we're going to probably get around 25 minutes or so. And at that point, if we get into some of the gameplay where we're fighting or doing whatever it is that we're doing, that's great. If not, we'll do like another episode maybe in a little bit down the road, and we'll hopefully get a little bit more of the story, and we'll see a little bit more of what the game has to offer as far as the gameplay mechanics and whatnot. So we're going to the women's dormitory, 2nd floor, hallway 2. Very specific. Begin the event, I suppose.
Hey! You're the new girl.
Wait!
You're
Stay
the-
right there!
You're the new, right? As I walked down the hall, a group of girls surrounded me. Standing in the center was a smaller girl whom I presumed to be the de facto leader, glaring at me with crossed arms. Beside her stood a sneering, lanky girl, and on the other side of her was a girl who looked more plain than anything.
Look at the new girl, everyone. I'm Vina Miles. Hopefully my surname rings a bell for you. You can call me your senior.
Meh. The small girl in the center raised her crossed arms, leering at me intensely.
Meet Molly and Pick, 2 girls who've
Pick?
surrendered to my charisma, who now go out of their way to do my bidding.
What? Surrendered to my charisma?
Sounds stupid.
Yes,
What?
it does.
You say something?
I'm Mai. Say, do any of you know a girl named Sanae?
I'm the one asking questions here.
I don't know. Never heard of her.
Okay.
Idiots! Don't answer her! Whatever.
What is this?
Hey, new girl. I've got some trash that needs dumping. Why don't you do it for me?
The short girl motioned for her minions to grab a trash can, which wasn't too much shorter than she was.
That's not my job.
Oh, is that sass I detect? Someone wants to take a dip.
What's that mean? All of a sudden, the girls grabbed hold of me and yanked me down the end of the hallway.
How's your bladder doing?
What?
Come on, get in!
What is... They throw me in a pool?
Lock her in the stall, from the outside.
Stall? What? It was the bathroom on our floor. There I was stuck inside of a stall with a trio of imbeciles
How's
outside.
that for ya? Go ahead and piss if you want.
Wha-
I'm all ears.
Why?
Why bother doing all of this?
What?
'Cause it's fun. Duh.
To who?
What a brat. Why isn't she crying?
Make her cry. Ladies, how about we dump the bucket on her?
Why?
Whoa, that's cruel.
Here's some dirty mop water. Hope you're thirsty, Mai.
Wh-
Are you gonna beg for mercy?
What is wrong with people?
Okay, time's up.
I saw a bucket peek over from the top of the stall, and a waterfall of gray sludge came pouring over me.
You're real stubborn. Speak up. Did that break you? Hope you know now who the law is around here.
I am so confused.
Wow! All this effort and not a peep from her!
Vinna swung the stall door open, looking furious as she stomped toward me. She spit.
Hey! Better not underestimate me again. I may look sweet, but I'm very sour.
Yeah, no kidding. My God, girl.
Look at you. So pathetic you couldn't hurt a fly.
Seriously.
If only they knew.
You know, I even killed a pigeon that our class kept as a pet.
Why would you do that?
Ooh!
And why would you
blood
want
and guts
Oh
everywhere.
my gosh.
Everyone cried like a bunch of babies.
Why are you horrible?
Listen up, Mai. Get me mad enough and I could do the same to a person. I'm not like you.
Is that so?
Eh.
Scaredy cat? She's a scaredy cat.
Yeah, that's what she is.
Think you could kill me? Do you really?
What's your problem? Don't get any closer.
Could you kill me?
What is your problem?
Take my advice. Your bite. Better live up to your bark. Otherwise, you'll look like a moron.
Holy.
You're not getting away with this! You two! Let's take her outside and pin her to the ground. Maybe we'll have to cut off those pretty locks of hers.
What is... Vina pulled out a pair of sharp scissors from her pocket, opening and closing them in a maniacal fashion.
Hey! Look at the crybaby! Do it! Do it! Cut her ears while you're at it!
This is horrible.
It's almost breakfast time. Do you think the teachers might catch us?
Who cares? This rut pisses me off.
I don't even know what to say to it. Like, what? The two cronies grabbed me by the arm and dragged me outside, pinning me down. Like,
Time
why?
to chop off that beautiful head of hair. I won't stop even if you beg.
Stop!
I have sentenced you to execution. There's no turning back now.
I said stop! Ah!
Uh-oh.
Oh, now she can scream!
Huh, serves her right. Okay, everyone, say bye-bye to Mai's hair.
I feel like she's gonna murder someone.
Ah!
She's kind of crazy. There it is! That's what I've been waiting for! Yeah!
Hey!
I do not understand.
Vina, you're at it again! You better stop or I'll tell my mother.
Yeah.
It's Roddy. Crap!
Let's get out of here.
Yeah. What in the heck? Don't come at her with blades, man. It's not a good plan. My legs shook as I tried getting back on my feet. In front of me stood a young woman with beige hair, curling her lips with worry.
Are you okay? Here, take my handkerchief. They always bully the new girl. They're jerks. Oh, a handkerchief won't be enough. Let me walk you to the showers. Come with me.
I'm already concerned.
Name's Rotten. Rotten Dollheart. You can call me Roddy, though. Let's be friends.
Who calls their child rotten? What?
Oh?
Thank you, I guess. But I'm fine alone.
Yeah, no,
What?
okay.
She's not just cute, strong too.
Okay, I think that's, yeah, nope, that's where we're going to stop for right now. Alright, so we have this story set up, kind of. Really terrible, terrible girls. I hope school's not like that for anyone, and if they are, if it is like that, I am so sorry. Yeah, that was really disturbing. And that's kind of the nature of the game. A disturbing, grotesque, kind of terrifying thing. Anyway, a big shout out and a thank you. I know it doesn't sound like I'm thanking them, but a big shout out and a thank you to Idea Factory and Compile Heart for sending this my way. I cover a lot of their games that they've sent me over the years, and they tend to send me most of their catalog. So I like to showcase it in some way, some shape, some form, if I possibly can. Anyway, if you guys want more information about the game, where to get the game, information on the developer, the publisher, any of that wonderful fun stuff, it'll all be down below in the description of the video and various links and things of that nature. This is going to be like a first look mini-series, as I said. It might be 2 or 3 episodes long, and I'll kind of showcase a little bit more about the game as we go. I hope you guys had fun. If you did, go ahead and leave a like. Tell me your thoughts. This is really creepy, so feel free to comment. Let me know your thoughts on the game itself. Subscribe, all the YouTube stuff, guys and gals. And until the very next episode, my name is BUMPY-MCSQUIGUMS. I have been your host. Thank you so much for stopping by the Freak Show, and always remember, we play, we fight, we conquer.